Hey, you guys, it is your girl, Natalie Butler, aka your Glow Up Coach, and I am the founder of Glow Up Nutrition and Lifestyle Coaching. So if you're new here are 5 things that you can expect to receive from me. So the first thing that you can expect is some science. Yes. So this way you can stop doing things that don't make sense and only kill your confidence. You can expect to receive some spirituality, okay? As a person who has lost weight and gained it all back, one thing that I have learned is that your spirit must also be satisfied as well. So no, I do not believe in willpower. For weight loss, willpower is a fallacy. The third thing that you can expect to receive from me is going to be some sass, because quite honestly, I am fed up with the nonsense that I see when it comes to weight loss and dieting, and also because I'm from Chicago, and what would a girl be if she did not have some sass here? The fourth thing that you can expect to receive from me is going to be some simplicity. So this is what I have learned in both business as well as my personal life. It does not matter what works, it matters what duplicates. So it doesn't matter what you can do one time, it matters what you continue to do. And when you continue to do it, guess what? You're going to be consistent. And when you're consistent is when you're going to get results. Overcomplicated plans do not work. So I believe in keeping things very, very simple. And the fifth thing that you can get is some sexiness, baby, because confidence is sexy. And I'm going to help you get all 5 of those things here. So today I wanted to talk about 3 reasons why you do not want to say that you're not going to eat a specific thing. So if you're saying, I'm not going to eat bread, I'm not going to eat rice, I'm not going to eat pasta, right? Here are 3 reasons why you do not want to say that. So reason number 1 is your brain does not comprehend the negative in the situation. So think about it this way. Your brain is like a river. It's constantly flowing. It just flows and flows and flows. Okay. So this is why everything just goes in one direction. But when you say you're not going to do something, what you're trying to do is you're trying to interrupt and you're trying to stop the flow. And your mind is not going to comprehend that. It's going to skip right over that. It's just like if somebody said, don't look down. What do? You look down, right? Because your mind is always processing and it's always moving forward. Okay. So number 1 is your mind does not recognize the negative in that sentence. Reason number 2. So I'm going to hit you with both some science and some spirituality with this one. So when I talk about science, I'm going to be talking about psychology. Okay, so previously I talked about your RAS. That is your reticular activating system. This is the system that pretty much filters out all of the noise. So this way you can see what it is that truly means something to you. This is why if you say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and get me a red convertible. As soon as you get on the road, what do you see? Red convertible, red convertible, red convertible. That's because your mind filtered out all of the noise so you can see what truly means something to you. Okay, now from the spiritual side, we're going to be talking about your POA, your points of attraction. So if you hold a thought for 17 seconds, right, what's going to happen is now your spirit says, this is what's important. This is what matters to her. So now it's going to actually help you get more of what matters. Just like your RAS filtered out all of the noise so you can see what you wanted to see, that point of attraction just kicked in as well. So if you hold a thought for 17 seconds, and there's actually been some studies that says that as we grow and evolve, we become more educated, we become more intelligent as beings, and that number 17 is actually getting less. Yes, it could be 16 or even 15 seconds. So if you hold that thought for 17 seconds, guess what? Your mind, your spirit is kicking in and it's saying this is what's important to her. So it's going to filter out all of the noise to show you what is important to you. But remember what I said, your mind does not comprehend the negative in that situation. So if you said, I'm not eating chocolate, your mind understood that as I'm eating chocolate. And so now guess what happens? You just start having all of these thoughts about chocolate. Oh my God, chocolate here, chocolate there, chocolate everywhere. And reason number 3 is no matter what, when you give your mind a command, when you give it a task, when you give it a goal, when you say that you're going to do something, your mind always wants to please and protect you, okay? So it's going to say, this is what she wants for me to do. I'm going to go out and do it. So that can work as a positive. It can also work as a negative. But in this case, if you're saying, I'm not going to eat this specific thing, your mind is like, well, what the hell do I eat? You told me don't do this. But when I look back at all of my experience, when I look back at all of my memories, when I look back at my habits and my behaviors, I've done exactly that. So what am I supposed to do? So you're telling your mind, don't do this, but you're not telling your mind what to do. It's just like, have you ever said, oh my God, I'm hungry, and you're talking to your spouse, and your spouse is like, what you want to eat? And you're like, I don't know. And they start throwing out ideas. Do you want Mexican? Do you want Chinese? Like, what do you want? And you're like, I don't know. They're like, what the hell do you want? Like, what more do you want from me? This is what your mind is actually saying. You told me don't do this. That's all I know. So what do I do then? Okay? So your mind is just confused. So, of course, here are 3 suggestions that I have for you to actually help you out. So instead of focusing on what you don't want, because when you focus on what you don't want, you unintentionally, you bring more of that into your life. I want you to focus on what you do want. What do you want more of? Okay? So if you said, I'm not going to eat chocolate, well, what do you want? If you don't want to eat chocolate, what else do you want? What positive behavior do you actually want to engage in now? Think about that, okay? Number 2 is create your me plan. So if you have signed up for my 4-day mindful eating course, I talked about my me plan. If you signed up for my 30-minute nutrition and weight loss course, I talked about my me plan. I'm a firm believer in having a me plan, okay? So your me plan is your action plan. It's your success plan, okay? So a lot of times we come up with these goals and we have all of these wonderful ideas with absolutely no plan on how to accomplish it. So you want to actually come up with a plan that's going to help you accomplish what you truly do want. And like I said, I'm a spiritual being. So the 3rd tip that I have for you is to express gratitude. So remember what I said. When you hold a thought for 17 seconds, right? Your point of attraction is kicking in. Your RAS is kicking in. Your reticular activating system. This is saying this is what's important to her. This is what gives joy to her. This is what makes her happy. So what you want to do is you want to take time out to focus on that, so this way you can attract more of it. So if you say, you know what, I want to eat more vegetables, and you came up with a me plan that's going to help you eat more vegetables, and you notice that you ate more vegetables, express gratitude, because guess what? Now you're actually doing what you set a goal to do. You've accomplished it, but then also you're telling your mind, body, and spirit that this is important to you. This is what makes you feel good. And now guess what's going to happen? You're going to continue this pattern, and you're going to be welcoming in a world of abundance. Okay, so those are my 3 tips for today. Okay, so instead of focusing on what you don't want, focus on what you do want, create your me plan, and express gratitude. Now, of course, I hope you have found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to share it with a friend. And also, if you're looking for a weight loss mentor, right, I'm going to leave a link somewhere close to this video, so this way you can apply to work with me, and I can show you how to ditch the diet and lose weight without giving up your favorite foods. And I will see you on the inside.